Om Shanti. This is the Sakar Murli of 25th of November 2022. Essence. Sweet children, remove your defects and have clean hearts. Imbibe the virtues of honesty and purity, and you will continue to receive success in the service you do. Question. How and when will you Brahmin children reach your karmatil stage? Answer. When all the preparations for war are fully completed, all of you will reach your karmatil stage, number wise. The race is now going on. In order to become karmatit, you have to remove your intellects from the old world. You must not remember anyone except Shiv Baba, from whom you receive the inheritance for 21 births. Become completely pure. Song. Look at your face in the mirror of your heart. Om Shanti. Now that you children have met the unlimited Father and recognized Him, each of you realizes how much of a sinful soul you were and how much of a charitable soul you are now becoming. The more you follow Srimad, the more you will definitely follow the Father. Firstly, you children have this picture in front of you, and there is the complete memorial of the Dilwala temple too. You also sing the song, "The resident of the faraway land has come to the foreign land. He has now entered the old world and an impure body." The Father himself says, "This is that foreign land." Whose foreign land is this? Ravan's. You too are in the foreign land, that is, in the kingdom of Ravan. The people of Bharat were at first in the kingdom of Rama. At this time, they are in the foreign kingdom, that is, in Ravan's kingdom. Shiv Baba doesn't churn the ocean of knowledge. This Brahma churns the ocean of knowledge and explains to you that the Dilwala temple, which belongs to the Jains, is a non-living memorial of those who existed in living forms in the past. Adi Dev and Adi Devi are also sitting there. Up above is heaven. If the devotees were to receive this knowledge, they would understand very clearly that down below you were truly receiving the teachings of Raja Yoga. Up above is the family path, and down below is also the family path. There are images of Kumaris and other Kumaris, brackets half Kumaris. There are also other Kumars and Kumars. Therefore, Adi Dev Brahma is sitting in the temple, and the children are also sitting there. You have now understood that Saraswati and Brahma become Radhe and Krishna. This is the last of the many births of the Brahma soul. That is a memorial of the father and the children. It isn't that you would keep thousands or hundreds of thousands of images. For a model, you would only have a few pictures. That is, non-living, and ours is living. It is the memorial of those who made Bharat into heaven in the previous cycle. There are Jagadamba, Jagatpita and their children. Because the majority are women, the name Brahma Kumaris has been written. In the temple too, there are the Kuwari Kanyas, brackets, unmarried girls, and the other Devi. When you go inside the temple, you see images of males sitting on elephants. Only you children can understand all these things. We are now becoming those with clean hearts. We souls are removing our defects. When your mamma used to explain to anyone, the arrow would strike the target. She would honestly and she had honesty and purity, and she was a Kumari. Mamma's name is mentioned first. First is Lakshmi and then Narayan. The father says, now imbibe virtues like Mamma. Continue to remove defects. If you don't remove them, your status will be destroyed. The duty of worthy children is to understand everything. At first, you were senseless, and Baba is now making you sensible. On the path of ignorance, when children are bad, they dishonor the name of their parents. That one is the unlimited Father. If after calling yourselves Brahma Kumars and Kumaris, you dishonor the name of God, the Father, what would your condition be? Why should you perform any such actions that your status would be destroyed and damage caused for many? The father has explained that he comes from far away and enters a foreign land. Ravan's kingdom begins in the Copper Age. Devotion too begins in the Copper Age. At this time, it is everyone's Tamopradhan stage of total decay. This is an unlimited old tree. No one else can give this unlimited knowledge. No one else can inspire you to have unlimited renunciation. Those people only inspire limited renunciation. The unlimited Father inspires you to renounce the unlimited old world. He explains to souls, O children, this world is old. Your 84 births are now complete. The Mahabharat war is just ahead of you. Destruction definitely has to take place. Therefore, remember the unlimited Father and the inheritance. O souls, are you listening? I am a soul and God. The Supreme Soul, the Father, is teaching me. Unless you have this firm faith, it means you won't understand anything. First of all, have the faith that you souls are imperishable. I, a bodiless soul, enters a body. How else would the population increase? Just as souls come from the Supreme Abode and enter a body, in the same way the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, also comes and enters a body and says, you are my children. You children of myself, the ocean, have been burnt to ashes. I have now come to purify you and take you back home. Those who indulge in vice a great deal are called impure and corrupt. This whole world is vicious. That is why, according to the drama plan, I have entered Ravan's land. I also came 5000 years ago. I come every cycle, and I come at the confluence age. I come to give you children liberation and liberation in life. In the golden age, there is liberation in life. All the rest stay in liberation. Even then, who will take all of those souls back home? Only the Father is called the liberator and the guide. Only the Father comes and gives the devotees the fruit of their devotion. Only you change from worshippers to being worthy of worship. Baba doesn't give you any other difficulty. The images in the Dilwala temple are very accurate. Children are sitting in yoga. Who is teaching them? There is also an image of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. Shiv Baba is establishing the golden age through Brahma. In the picture here too, Brahma is sitting in tapasya beneath the tree. Brahma is also the mother of Saraswati. It is remembered, you are the mother and the father. How can you say this to the incorporeal one? The one enters this one, and that is how he becomes the mother. Sannyasis belong to the path of isolation. They say these people are my followers. The people themselves say, we are followers. Here, there are both the mother and father. This is why it is said, you are the mother, You are the father, you are the brother, etc. The one he enters continues to study. Then he also becomes the friend. Shiv Baba says, I have adopted you through Brahma. You are studying Raja Yoga. Shiv Baba doesn't have a body of his own. They have placed a lingam in the temple. No one can understand the meaning of the Dilwala temple. There are other Kumaris and there are other Kumaris and Kumari Kanyas. There is also an image of Shiva who teaches you. The master is definitely needed to make you into the masters of heaven. There is no question of Krishna there. How could Krishna come where Brahma is sitting? The Krishna soul is doing tapasya in order to become beautiful. At the moment he is dark. Up above brackets in the Dilwala temple on the ceiling there are beautiful pictures of paradise. Brahmins will then become deities. The one who makes you become like that is the highest of all. And so this Dilwala temple is also the highest of all. You children give knowledge to everyone. However, some of them think that after coming into knowledge, there is some great power that enables both husband and wife to live together and yet remain pure. But they don't understand that it is the power of the Almighty Authority Father. The Father is giving you the temptation of heaven. Children, become pure and you will become the masters of heaven. Many storms of Maya will come. The father says, children, you were so first class. What happened to you? Baba would instantly tell you who has which number in the rosary of Brahmins, number wise, at this time. However, not everyone keeps the same number all the time. There are omens in earning an income. If someone has the omens of Rahu, he stops studying and goes back into the old world. He says, I am unable to make this effort. I am unable to remember Baba. By saying no, he becomes an atheist. Omens continue to change. When storms of Maya come, you become slack. If you run away, it would be understood that you have become ugly. You come here to become beautiful. You belong to the Brahmin clan and are becoming beautiful from ugly. Here, you earn a huge income. Your children know that Mama and Baba will become Lakshmi and Narayan. Children say, Baba, we will also make effort like you do and definitely be seated on the throne. We will become heirs. However, in spite of that, there are omens. Your behavior also has to be very good. It is your business to make those in every home receive the message to remember the Father so that their sins are absolved. Destruction is just ahead. Just continue to give invitations. Day by day, the number of you will continue to grow and centers will continue to open. This building, which is so big, will also become too small. As you progress, you will need so many buildings. Within the drama, arrangements definitely have to be made for those who are to come here. You children are doing everything for yourselves. Therefore, children, you should have infinite happiness. However, Maya repeatedly breaks your intellect's yoga. The rosary cannot be created at this time. The rosary of Rudra will be created at the end, and then the rosary of Vishnu will be created. Baba explains to you so well. You should have a center in front of the Amba temple where it can be explained to everyone that this one brackets Amba is now the goddess of knowledge. Big crowds will gather. Simply do the work and money will come running to you. It is already fixed in the drama in advance. Open 10 centers and Baba will send you customers. However, you are unable to open centers. Many centers should be opened in a city like Calcutta. When children have courage, The Father helps. He will touch and inspire someone. You have to do all the work. The children of the one with many forms can also make many forms and do this service. You can go anywhere and bring benefit to many. You also have to serve the Jains. There are very good important Jains. However, some children don't have sufficient broad intellects to be able to do service. Some body conscious, some body consciousness remains. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Babdada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. Essence for Dharana first. After belonging to the Father, don't be influenced by Maya. Make effort to become Karmatit. You must not become an atheist by forgetting the Father. Second, let your intellect have unlimited renunciation. Stay in unlimited happiness and serve with a broad intellect. Blessing. May you be an intense effort maker and receive a right to have cooperation and fly with zeal and enthusiasm by keeping your heart close. May you be an intense effort maker and receive a right to having cooperation and fly with zeal and enthusiasm by keeping your heart close. The children who are far away and yet are constantly close to the Father's heart receive a right to having cooperation and will continue to receive help until the end. So, be aware of this right and never become weak or be disheartened. Do not be an ordinary effort maker in your efforts. The Father is combined with you, and so always be an intense effort maker with zeal and enthusiasm and continue to move forward. Hand over your weaknesses and disheartenment to the Father and only keep zeal and enthusiasm with yourself. Slogan. Continue to place your steps in the footsteps of Srimad and the destination of perfection will come close. Continue to place your steps in the footsteps of Srimad and the destination of the perfection will come close. Acha, invaluable versions of Mateswari. They speak of the three worlds, Satoguni, Rajoguni, and Tamoguni. It is necessary to understand these accurately. People think that these three qualities work together, but what does one's conscience say? Do these three qualities work together? Or does each of the three have a part in separate ages? One's conscience say that these three do not work together. When there is golden age, it is Satoguni. The copper age is Rajoguni. And the iron age is Tamoguni. When it is the Sato stage, the Tamo and Rajo do not exist. And when it is the Rajo stage, it is not Satoguni. People have always just understood that these three are at the same time. It is an absolute mistake to say this. They think that when a person speaks the truth and does not perform sinful acts, he is Satoguni. But one's conscience say, when we speak of Satoguni, it means complete happiness. That is, the whole world is Satoguni. It cannot be said that those who speak the truth are Satoguni and those who tell lies are iron-aged and Tamoguni, and that this is how the world has been continuing. When we speak of the golden age, it means that the whole world has to be Satoguni and Satopradhan. Yes, at one time there was such a golden age where the whole world was Satoguni, but it isn't that golden age now. Now it is the iron aged world, that is, there is the Tamo Pradhan kingdom over the whole world. So, at this Tamoguni time, how can there be any one Satoguni? It is now extreme darkness, which is called the night of Brahma. The day of Brahma is the golden age and the night of Brahma is iron age. So, how could we mix the two? Second, there is no essence in this iron aged world. This is the tasteless world. Why is this iron aged world said to be the tasteless world? Because there is no essence in this world, that is, nothing has any strength anymore, that is, there isn't happiness, peace, or purity. At one time, there used to be happiness, peace, and purity in the world. That strength is now no longer here because the five vices have entered this world. This is why this world is called an ocean of fear, that is, an ocean of karmic bondage. This is why people are unhappy and call out to God, God, take us beyond this ocean. This shows that at some point there is definitely a world of fearlessness to which we want to go. This is why this world is called an ocean of sin, which we want to cross and go to the world where there are charitable souls. So, there are two worlds, the essence full, golden aged world and the iron aged world with no essence. Both worlds exist on this earth. अच्छा, ओम शांति, ओम शांति, ओम शांति.